There's so many videos on YouTube about different shelters and such for raising pigs for your farm. Um, can't say that there's a right, can't say that there's a wrong. But what I can say is this is what I do with mine. I built this maybe 6 or 7 years ago. I can't even remember how long it is. Out of just pallets that I get from stuff I order for my business and some other stuff I had laying around. Maybe bought a few boards. I don't really remember, but I can tell you that I have less than probably $20 in this right here. It's 12 foot long, uh, 8 foot wide, and like I said, I normally dump water in here for the pigs so they can lay down when it's cool in here. As you can see, it's got water in there. And then this right here is the outside of it. It has plenty of circulation for air. Um, there's one of the tenants now. And then on top, as you can see, I used, excuse me, some pallets for the support on the top. And then I used this wafer board, which this lasted for the years fine until now. It needs another rehab, which I'll probably eventually do. I don't know. This is more of a shelter for summer where I just raise the pigs um, that I kill for personal consumption. But I mean, this shelter here is good for if you're doing production pigs that you are going to basically sell them off and on all year round. Um, there's a couple things that you probably could do a little differently is probably seal up the sides some to keep the cold wind off of them, and then you can put straw or whatever the case may be on the inside. But as you can tell, one thing that I messed up on this build was I did not stick a 2x4 in between these supports here, which in turn collapses. I don't know if you can tell, but it's leaning down. But if you look up here, you can kind of see that it's a divot, and with the divot is because I didn't put a support there. I just refused to stop what I was doing to go get a support. But if I had, I think that this roof would probably last a little bit longer, and I wouldn't have to do as much rehab. But I didn't, and I have to deal with that. But overall, you get some pallets, and you can build a nice shelter for really, really cheap, and it'll last a long time. Um, these right here, I guess they're not hungry because I just put out a whole bunch of feed for them, but they don't seem to want to eat. But they seem pretty happy. Um, I got one piglet that's a runt that just will not grow no matter what I do, give them, worm them, whatever the case may be, and it happens sometimes. But as you can tell, the others are growing and doing well, but that one is just a runt, and I just can't get him out of it. The only thing that he's grew is up instead of out. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with him, but at this point, he's not really eating enough to be uh, a pain. But what it is it's a waste of time because she just isn't growing. Um, so I guess I'll figure out. I fed her soy meal and everything. She just grows up, but not out. She doesn't fill out, but I don't know what else to do with her. Sometimes it happens like that, but we shall see. But anyway, back to the shelter. This is the shelter, and what it looks like, and they seem to like it because they stay in here quite a bit. But just wanted to show you, not everything that you do has to be expensive or cost a lot of money. You know, especially for a pig, because they just frankly don't care. You know, they don't require a lot of expensive things or what have you. So this is the shelter I use, and that's that.